All right, so let's talk about record your ride. Should you use it or not? Let's talk about it now. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to the Rideshare Guy. And that's right, we're talking about Uber's Record My Ride functionality, which can record both audio and video on your phone. And is it going to be worth it or not? So we did make a post on our social medias across the Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So if you're not following, make sure you're following us on all our socials because we may actually feature some of your comments on future videos, on posts that we make, as well as what we're going to talk about today. So let's talk about what is Record My Ride if you don't know. It's a feature that Uber released I think a couple years ago at this point now. And basically what it does is it records the ride. So during the time that you have a rider in the car, it will record both audio and video, or just audio only, depending on what you choose. And then you can have that stored on your phone. And in the event something happens, then you could potentially submit that to Uber, or you could just use a dash camera. So with that being said, let's go over the good part of it. Let's go over the bad part of it. Should you use it or not? And then also some of your comments. So let's go over the good part. First off, recording your ride is going to be key. We always say that here. Anybody you talk to at the Rideshare Guy always says, have a dash camera, have something that's recording the interaction, because in the event that it's a he said, she said thing, when it's recording audio and video, you cannot have a lie there, especially since it's going to be stored locally on your phone and then encrypted and uploaded when you may need it. So that's a great function to have, something if you don't have a dash camera or with a dash camera. So that is part of the functionality there. Now, the bad of it is, one, it stores locally on your phone. So the files could be potentially eating up most of the storage on your phone, depending on how long you have it set for keeping that footage. Not only that, when it comes down to how many rides you give, that could be also. So if you're a full-time driver and there's a lot of rides, that could be potentially an issue as well too. Not only that, a lot of people are saying that their phone overheats because it's also recording the phone on both video and audio at the same time. Now, another problem is at night, it doesn't have IR, so you can't see what's going on with the video. You'll only get audio. So that you have to keep in mind as well too. So you can see there's some good, there's some bad, but should you use it? Now, my professional opinion is it's going to depend on what you want to do. If you don't have a dash camera at all, you should be using it. If you do have a dash camera, you could use it as a backup just in case something happens to your dash camera. And, something there is a little quirky because we've always heard when there's something going on, something happens, oh, my dash camera forgot to record, or I forgot to save space, or whatever it might be. So that is something that you should be paying attention to as well. But just know its limitations, because if you drive mostly at night, you're not really going to have the video function. You're only going to really have the audio function. But it's good to have some sort of backup in the event that you need it. Now, should you? Well, again, it's up to you. So that's the positive side, and then the negative side. Again, if you have not enough space on your phone because maybe it's older, you have a lot of pictures or videos already on it, it could be a problem. If your phone is older, it may overheat, and that could be a problem. And then also, the permissions that you're giving Uber and Lyft when it comes down to it, or any app for that matter, I don't want them having permissions to most of my phone. So when Uber wants your analytics and data, no, you're not getting that. The only thing you're going to be able to get at the most is GPS while I'm using it, which is precise. Other than that, I have every single one off, except for camera, because you do have to take the selfies. So with that being said, other than that, they're not getting, the health data when it comes to movement and things like that. They're not getting any other data, especially different access points when it comes to microphone and stuff, because I don't want them to have that permission. So I want them to have the least amount of permission to be able to get the job done, because it's an app to pick people up to and from. And I have a dash camera that is backed up to the cloud, so it's automatic and it just goes loop recording. It backs up to the cloud. I'm good to go. I don't need to worry about it. I highly suggest getting a cloud backup dash camera, either the Nexar camera or the display ride camera. I'll leave both links in the description. We'll also leave some links in the description if you want to record locally to an SD card like a Vantrue N4 or N4 Pro, N5. They're really great dash cameras. So I'll leave some links to some dash cameras that you can check out if you don't have any. But my biggest suggestion, especially if you're driving at night, having a dash camera is going to be key compared to using your phone, because if it overheats, it may shut off. You may not be able to use it. If you're mid-ride, that could be a big can of worms problem that you just don't want to deal with. So yeah, that could be a potential issue when it comes to it. So overall, in my opinion, I would not use it. It's great to have a backup if you need it. It's great to have something if you don't have anything else. So in that case, yeah, you could use it. But I want to know, what are your thoughts? Would you use Record My Ride? Do you use Record My Ride? Have you run into any issues? Or do you like using a dash camera instead? Comment below and let us know. Let's go to a few comments now that you had on our YouTube community tab. And again, make sure you're following our different socials, because we will post different things and may use it into a future video. So Cool2180 says, I only use the audio option. I won't activate the video option to avoid self-incrimination of something, but I will still use my dash camera for my own video and audio. A few times on my own iPhone, it stopped recording audio because of the phone. I think it was getting hot or running out of room to record. Also, if you leave the Uber app in certain conditions, that stopped recording. So this is not a foolproof option. Always have your own dash camera recording, but I recommend using the audio option only. It will make it easier just to submit a report so they can listen. If you make a mistake while driving, you don't want them to see that on the video too. So that's why I think the audio option would be the best one to pick only. Yep. Watch Lady says, it made my phone overheat. Good idea if Uber truly utilizes it, by Dre Dog 679. Best to use your own dash camera when you need to, by Esco XO. And Motown West says, I have my own cameras, don't want them recording me from their side. All right, so those are a few comments from people. Thank you for sharing your comments. And, you know, that kind of sums it up. So yeah, make sure you're not doing anything self-incriminating either when it comes to dash cam footage, only because you don't want that to be used against you. Same thing if you get pulled over or anything from a cop. You know, they might want the whole footage to see what was happening way before that. Because normally when we see videos on YouTube, it's only showing the point of interaction. It doesn't show what led up to it. So it could be a whole different story once the context is really there. So moral of the story is, have a dash camera running because you want to make sure everything is good, and always be on your best behavior because you're in the realm of professionalism and you need to stay professional. So make sure you're being professional during that. And again, I want to know what your thoughts are on Record My Ride, and if you use it or not, if you're running into any issues or not, and has it helped with deactivations or not. Comment below and let us know. With that being said, see you guys in the next one.